Hi, my name is Dr. Emily, and I'm going to say something that might sound a little harsh at first, but please, just stay with me, because this might be the most important conversation you've had all year, maybe even in your entire life. Here it is. Most people over 60 are already on a slow countdown. Not because of bad luck, not because of age, but because of 6 deeply hidden mistakes, completely preventable, that quietly sabotage their chance of reaching 85, let alone reaching it with a clear mind and a strong body. Now, I know that sounds dramatic, but what if I told you these aren't the usual suspects? These aren't just about diet or exercise or taking your meds. In fact, some of the advice you've trusted all your life might be speeding up the clock, not slowing it down. Sound controversial? Good. Because I want you to lean in, challenge what you think you know, and walk away today with something far more valuable than fear: clarity. This isn't just another lecture. It's a wake-up call, disguised as a conversation with someone who cares. Someone who has sat across from hundreds of patients who didn't know until it was too late. So if you're over 60, or you love someone who is, stay with me for the next 20 minutes. You'll learn the 6 hidden mistakes that take down most seniors long before they reach 85, and what to do instead. And as we go, I want you to reflect on something. Do you think it's more dangerous to do something wrong, or to believe something is right when it isn't? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. You might be surprised how many others feel exactly the same, but no one ever talks about it. Let's begin. Part 1. The medication mismatch. Curing. One thing damaging everything else. Let's start with the one that hides behind prescriptions. We trust doctors. We trust pills. But here's a truth very few will admit out loud. Most seniors are on too many medications, and the interactions between them are quietly destroying cognitive function, balance, and organ health. It's called polypharmacy, and it's a crisis. You see, when you hit 60, you're more likely to be on 5 or more medications. Some are essential, sure, but many? Added as a why not, or to treat the side effects of another pill. Take this real case from one of my clients. Let's call her Mary. Mary was 72. She was sharp, funny, independent. But over the course of just 18 months, she went from volunteering 3 days a week to being unable to recall her son's birthday. We dug deeper. She was taking 7 medications. 3 had direct cognitive side effects, 2 amplified each other, and 1, originally prescribed for sleep, was directly linked to accelerated dementia in seniors. Mary wasn't sick. She was being poisoned, legally, silently, with good intentions. Let that sink in. I'm not anti-medication. I'm pro-awareness. So here's your takeaway. Once a year, sit down with your doctor or pharmacist and do a medication audit. Ask, what can be reduced? What's interacting badly? What was prescribed as a Band-Aid, not a real fix? And here's the subtle question I want you to consider. How many pills are you taking simply because no one ever questioned them? Leave a comment if you've ever had a medication reviewed and found out you didn't actually need it. Let's break the silence around this, because the silence is costing lives. Part 2. The sugar trap. Masquerading as healthy choices. Let's talk about the grocery store. The so-called healthy choices lining the shelves are slowly draining life from seniors. You've probably seen the labels low-fat, cholesterol-free, sugar-free, heart-healthy. Sounds good, right? But here's what they don't tell you. When they remove the fat, they often replace it with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and chemical preservatives. Ingredients that spike insulin, feed inflammation, and damage your brain. In fact, research now connects high blood sugar levels, even below diabetic range, to faster brain shrinkage in older adults. Yes, you heard that right. Even if you're not diabetic. Let me give you a real example. A client of mine, Robert, was 68. A proud husband, retired engineer, very methodical. He'd been eating low-fat yogurt with fruit every morning for years. He said it helped him feel lighter and more energetic, so we broke it down. That one healthy cup had 34 grams of sugar, nearly the equivalent of a soda. That sugar flooded his brain every morning, and combined with his habit of snacking on low-fat granola bars, his blood sugar was on a roller coaster all day long. When we replaced it with high-protein, real-fat options, eggs, nuts, Greek yogurt with no sugar, his memory, focus, and mood improved within 2 weeks. That's how fast the brain responds when it's no longer under attack. So here's the takeaway. If the label screams low-fat, no cholesterol, or sugar-free, look deeper. These terms are often code for chemically altered and metabolically dangerous. And ask yourself this: have you ever believed something was healthy, only to find out it was hurting you? Leave me a comment below if you've had a food wake-up call like Robert did. You might inspire someone else to look closer. Part 3. Retirement, the deadliest myth of all. Now this next one might stir some emotions, but I promise to be honest with you, not comfortable. So here it is. The idea of retirement, as a full stop, a retreat from purpose, is one of the most dangerous inventions of the modern era. I don't mean you shouldn't stop working. I mean you shouldn't stop contributing. Because once the mind and body lose purpose, they begin to wither. Fast, I've seen it so many times. A man retires at 65, plays golf, watches TV, maybe takes a trip or two. And by 70? He's slower, more withdrawn, sometimes even depressed. Why? Because humans aren't built for leisure. We're built for meaning. Let me tell you about Grace. She was 74 when she came to see me, retired teacher. She said, "I feel like I'm fading." But she had no illness, no cognitive decline, just no reason to get up in the morning. So we explored her talents, her joys, her old love of mentoring. She started volunteering at a local after-school program. 1 day a week turned into 3. She was busy again. Tired, yes, but lit up. 2 months later, her mood lifted. Her brain fog started clearing. And she said something I'll never forget. "I don't feel old when I'm helping someone younger." So here's the tough question. Did you retire from your job or from your mission? Leave a comment and tell me. What gives your life purpose now? If it's missing, let's help each other find it again. Because retirement should be a shift in freedom, not an exit from life. Part 4. Isolation. The modern plague no one talks about. This one hurts to say out loud. Loneliness is deadlier than smoking. Yes, more dangerous than 15 cigarettes a day. That's not opinion. That's Harvard Medical School. Yet we treat it like a personal failing. And seniors are the most affected group, especially those who live alone, are widowed, or have distant families. I remember a woman, Elaine, 81, widowed at 76. Her physical health was decent, but she came to me because she couldn't shake this fog. Her memory was fading. Her motivation was gone. Turns out she hadn't had a meaningful conversation, not just small talk, but real connection, in weeks. You know what we did? We didn't prescribe a pill. We created a social routine, a walking group, a weekly lunch with neighbors. She even started a little coffee club at her apartment complex. 3 months later, she was sharper, happier. Her blood pressure even improved. Why? Because humans are not meant to age in silence. We are social creatures, and when the soul is starved of connection, the body follows. So here's my challenge. When was the last time you had a real conversation? One that made you laugh, or cry, or feel deeply heard? If it's been a while, say so in the comments. You're not alone, and sometimes just saying it is a way back. Part 5. The myth of taking it easy. We've been sold another lie, that after a certain age you should slow down. Take it easy. Avoid anything that feels hard. But here's the truth. Your body adapts to challenge. And the absence of challenge? That's what makes you weak. Now, I'm not talking about pushing through injury or acting like you're 25. I'm talking about strength, movement, resistance. Because if you don't use your muscles, especially after 60, you lose them, and fast. What most people don't realize is that muscle isn't just for vanity or strength. It's a critical organ that protects your metabolism, your bones, your immune system, even your memory. Yes, memory. Resistance training has been linked to improved executive function, reduced depression, and longer lifespan in older adults. Let me introduce you to Jim, 79. Never lifted weights in his life. Thought it was for young people. After a minor fall and a warning from his doctor, he gave it a try. 2 sessions a week, just body weight and light bands. In 4 months he felt steadier. His back pain reduced. His sleep improved. He even said his grandkids were amazed when he picked one of them up, without groaning. So here's the question. What's really aging you? The years, or the lack of challenge? Leave a comment and tell me, what movement or physical goal could you commit to this month? Let's make this a challenge. Together. Part 6. Living in the past. The emotional weight that speeds aging. This last one is deeply personal, and it's the hardest to face. Emotional rigidity, resentment, regret. These aren't just mental burdens, they're physiological weights that wear down your body like sandpaper on stone. Bitterness increases stress hormones. Chronic grief lowers immune function. Even unspoken guilt or unresolved family pain can contribute to insomnia, inflammation, and faster aging. I've seen seniors who look 10 years older simply because they never learned to let go. One client, Harold, 82, had been estranged from his son for 15 years. No call, no forgiveness, just pain held tight, like armor. And you could see it, in his posture, his eyes, his energy. After months of work, he wrote a letter. No expectations, no judgment, just truth and release. That one act of vulnerability, of healing, didn't just soften his heart. It changed his body. His blood pressure dropped. His anxiety eased. He started sleeping again. Not because he changed the past, but because he stopped letting it live in the present. So I ask you, what weight are you still carrying that your heart and your health can no longer afford? If you're brave enough, leave one word in the comments. Regret, anger, guilt. Let's start healing. Together. 85. Is not the finish line. It's the starting line. So now you know the truth. Most people don't fail to reach 85 because of fate or bad genes. They fail because of 6 silent choices that slowly, quietly steal their time. But you? You're not most people. You're awake now, aware. And the best part? You can start changing all of this today. One small shift, one new question, one deeper connection. Because the goal isn't just to live longer. It's to live clearer, fuller, stronger, for as long as you choose. And if you've made it this far, I want you to leave one final comment below. What's one thing you refuse to ignore any longer? Let's hold each other accountable. This isn't just a video, it's a movement. If this message resonated with you, please share it with someone you love. It might be the nudge they didn't know they needed. And if you want more real talk like this, not fear, not fluff, but truth with heart, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and join me every week as we age. Not just gracefully, but powerfully. I'm Dr. Emily, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, live awake, live aware, and never stop growing.